Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome to the weekend. Louie here. I got a project going, and that is to sort out my bullion silver stack. Okay, I got to figure out what I'm keeping, what I'm selling, because I'm in the process of trying to convert back to low premium bullion. We're opening up with a picture of my poured silver stack, and it's humongous, but I know a lot of you don't care for poured silver. So let's go ahead and itemize what I've got, talk about each item. I've tried to put them in 100-ounce piles here. So let's go through, find out what I'm keeping, what I'm gonna move out of the stack in favor of lower premium, and see if you agree or disagree. This is kind of a project that some of the more mature or seasoned stackers really need to go through. I've put it off for way too long, but now that the silver price is moving back up, I believe that it's really time to get organized and ready to sell some silver, either to convert into bullion or just sell and convert into gold. All right, so let's just go ahead and let's start off with the silver eagles. Here we have 100 silver eagles in one of those cool little Perth Mint boxes, much better than the monster boxes. I mean, don't get carried away with monster boxes. You can't lift them. They're just a pain in the butt. I like these little, I think they're koalas or kangaroos or something, but I like these little blue Perth Mint boxes. There's 100 eagles, random date. Here is about another 100 eagles. The majority of these are type 1 2021s. A really, really great investment for the future, and holding value and increasing over time. So, you know, probably will keep all the eagles for now. The type 1s are a long-term hold. They aren't going to be losing value. You can ignore that, but those are copper pennies, about a third of them wheatbacks. Don't know what to do with the copper yet, still thinking about that. So I'm going to count these as I go so I'll know what I have. 100, 200. Okay, another 100-ounce stack. This will make 300. Old poured Silvertown bar, and some of these really inexpensive Britannia bars that you can pick up from time to time. I've done a couple of alerts on those, but watch out for those Britannia bars at low premium. They are really, really good to put in the stack. There's a cast Engelhard bar, kind of close to my heart, another 100. There's a poured JM bar. I think I bought that for like $1,600, guys. Okay, here's 100 ounces of above bullion, but we've got some early Germania Mint kilos, Silvertown, and some of those Scottsdale Tombstone bars. That's 100 ounces there. Don't want to leave out the 100 ounces of shot that I bought recently. That was purchased for $2,300 using eBay credit card, getting the rebate from the eBay credit card. Do not fear eBay. A lot of the silver that you'll see here was purchased on eBay from reputable sellers. Okay, these are in-betweeners. We've got a couple of tubes of the Completer, British Royal Mint, which is just bullion, but I think a good investment. These are Britannias. These are maples. I believe those are goat privy maples. Yeah, probably move those out of the stack. This is 40 ounces of kooks. Okay, just plain old older kooks. Not 100 ounces there. All right, the Constitutional. Here's about a 100-ounce, 100-ounce conversion, which is about $138 face, I think. So my favorite is the Merc Dimes. Those are fetching really nice premiums right now. And then we've got the plain quarters and halves. Up here, this is really somewhat numismatic. Here we have Morgans, Peace Dollars, BU Franklins. That's kind of in between. I don't think I'll count that in the bullion stack, but I thought you may want to see some of those Morgans and Peace Dollars. Okay, back here we have another solid $100 of just 90% silver. Okay, various types and kinds. Oopsie. This is a 100-ounce stack of Queen's Beasts. Okay, I bought a lot of the Lion of England. There's 2 full tubes, 3 full tubes of the Lion of England. They're 2-ounce, 10 in a tube. So that is 60 ounces right there, and perhaps another 20 right there of the Lion of England. That's an example of something that I would be selling to convert into lower premium silver. Great investment back in the day. Okay, here is, let's call this 100 ounces. I think it's actually more. And again, this is more premium bullion. But here we've got a nice tube of the Aztec Dragon, the first in the release of the World of Dragons series. Here we've got Queen's Beasts. All right. I think there's a set in there. Here we've got the Privateers, another 2-ounce. You know, 2-ounce coins are really popular. I forget which one of the Privateers that is, the Shipwreck or the Captain, but a whole tube of Privateers. Nice premiums on these. Really old series, the Hercules series. So let's call that 100 ounces back there, but it certainly could convert into 150 really easily. All right, another 100 ounces of no big deal bars, some nadir, some Scottsdale stacker. There's a British 10-ounce bar. Higher premiums in the UK, not here so much. All right, loaded up on elemental bars when they had their big scandal and their employees were found guilty of poisoning the rainforest and stealing bullion. They closed down, right? Of course, there's still, all those guys are still working in different iterations in different companies. Nobody on top went to jail, but they should have. So these are elemental stackers. Those tubes are 20 each, couple of 10-ounce bars. So I think that, I might be 20 ounces short there. A kind of thing I would sell because people want those in their bullion stack, in their bar collection, and those are becoming rare. Okay, here we go, another 100 ounces of primarily British silver. These are the Royal Mint Refinery bars. They're cast bars. Extremely beautiful and somewhat hard to find in America. The reason is you have to buy them directly from the British Royal Mint, and they're shipping and whatnot, but there is not VAX. There is not a VAX. So in England there is, so people don't tend to buy this kind of thing there, making them somewhat rare. These are all A code, perhaps 2015, I don't recall now, but one of my favorite cast bars. But again, this is the kind of thing that it might sell for 50% over spot, and I would probably convert that right now. All right, back here is 100 ounces, more or less, of all Jaegers. I picked a lot of this up on their special days and their random days. I won't go through it, but that is poured silver. Jaegers is a recognized mint, and you know, fantastic quality. We've got some silver slacker pieces in there too, I think. Okay, back to Scottsdale. This is a 100-ounce little pile here. These buttons, you can pick these up on eBay, or at least you used to be able to at auction, and get a really good price on these premium buttons here. Those are the 5-ounce stackers. There is 2 tubes of 25. So that, I believe that's about 100 ounces right there. This is kind of a random pile, but there are some more 10-ounce bars, and these are just random rounds in these little books. There's an Obambi. Anybody get an Obambi? Oh, there's some weird stuff in here. Elephants, African Wildlife Series elephants. There's a very old kook right there. These were from my father. These are the USS Constitution. That is an old round. And again, just more random silver. We've got some Britannias in here. I'm not going to go through that, but there's 100 ounces more or less in that stack. Okay, now we're going to go over to the poured silver really quickly, and then let's count this in the end, because I'm not sure what my total ounces are. Oh wait, actually, there's more over here. I ran out of table space. Okay, everything, or gosh, the vast majority of what you see here was picked up at the local coin store at Dollar Over Spot, and he always has a lot of trade units. I always pick those up. So these are tubes of various trade units. Okay, I'm not going to pull those out. Some more collectible 10-ounce bars. Golden State Mint. Easy to sell, very easy to sell. There's some more random trade units and other bars and rounds. All these vintage. Here is a 1 pound Liberty round. People collect those. This one's 1986. And some more vintage. Some of these are toned. There might be a little silver shield in here that I got cheap as well. And then, well, you can't see that very well, but there's, let's see what that one is. Oh, that's the Morgan. That's the Morgan 10-ounce piece. Who makes that? It's old. That is Southeast Refining. Well, that's an old mint. I think I have one of their poured bars. I didn't pull out my poured bar collection, but I have a good, solid collection of old poured bars, and that's a collection. None of this is my collections, right? I have plenty of collections, but this is the stuff that's bullion. Here is, I've showed this before, but one of my prizes, probably the best guitar ever cast by any silver pourer in the community. That was from the Bear. He made me an amp to go with it. And he also did the Starship here. That's a hi-fi anvil. And I'm not going to go through all the poured silver. Oh, there's a couple of pieces that I poured back in the day. Silver Skull, I'm selling that one. And more pieces in here of various, I'm sorry about all the bags, but there's a Junius, the first Junius round. Is that Ikeo? There's an Ikeo cube. I know you don't know who he is for all the new guys. There's a silver vessel bird. The poured silver is the biggest conundrum, but I can't keep it all. I just can't keep it all. There's my big balls. I cast those. I know what's up with you. I was just stretching the limits. Here is more poured silver. Some of this from the Bear, some Pit Bullion, Christopher Sanchez, Dixie, Silver Miner. Wow. Too much to even talk about in this box. One of my favorites here that I made is this anvil. It's a unique anvil just to rock your stack silver. I always loved that. I have a picture of that coming out of the cast. Old. Very old stuff here. So I've kept one of everything I've poured, more or less. That's a Dixie brass or copper skull. Here is some more stuff, some of it, retail. Little pistols by Monarch. Those were on sale once. There's one that I poured down there, a little teeny 5 gram. I'm not going to take these out of the package. Here is yet more beautiful, shiny little copper in there. So some pieces I've poured, some people from the community as well. You guys remember that one? AG Mac. Oh my gosh, and little, just all kinds of cool stuff. There is the Losing Louie 2-ounce round from MK Bars. Good luck finding one. You probably never will if you're collecting those. And some more pit bullion stuff. So let's go ahead and count the ounces because I don't really know what I have. I got to do this again. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700, 800. Let's skip those. That's 40. 800, 900. Well, let's put that with that and call that 1,000. 1,100, 1,200 easily on that constitutional. 1,200. 1,300. 1,400 with premium. 1,500. 1,600. 1,700. 1,800. 1,900. We're going to call this 100. We'll call that, we're up to 2,000. And let's go over here again. So we're at 2,000. There is about 300 ounces of vintage in here. I'm going to call that 2,300. And at least 400 ounces of poured, I would say. 2,700. All right, so that's my story. I'm sticking to it. About 2,700 ounces, but with moving some of these premium pieces out, I should be able to bump that up to 3,500 ounces, or maybe even 4,000. There is some, and some of this I just can't sell, right? But I think we could get well over 3,000 or up to 3,500 ounces once I start converting some of the premium stuff. Is it a good time to convert your premium bullion out of your stack? Well, I'm suggesting that yes, it is. Because, okay, I've been selling, oh my gosh, everything from A-Mark bars to Una bars, you know, around 40 bucks plus an ounce. And the thing is, as silver, you want to see my revolver? I was pretty proud of that in the day. Silver and copper inserts. As the price appreciates, the premiums on the premium stuff are not going to keep up with the bullion, the bullion spot price. In other words, I think the collectible aspect of silver, which is very popular right now, especially if there is a shortage of some things, is going to diminish as spot rises. Let's just say we get a run to 40 bucks. Well, the premiums on some of these things like the British bars and some of the things I've shown you are going to shrink as the spot price rises. That's just how the market works. So it's a great time to convert out of some premium bullion. And again, the poured pieces are really a rare market. But if you look at something like Britannia bars or old ingots, or these elemental rounds, or even something like the British, those premiums are going to shrink as spot rises. So I think you do want to move some of that out and replace it with what? 10-ounce bars. These were extremely reasonable, these 4.9s nadir bars, and they pour great as well. But 10-ounce bars. Now you may want to go with the Scottsdale and have just a little more upper scale stack. But when you get to the LCS, he's not, if that's how you're going to sell it, you're not going to sell it peer-to-peer, then when you get to the LCS, you're not going to realize that premium. So unless you're selling on eBay or peer-to-peer with all the dangers that presents, you know, you're not going to get your money out of something like the Queen's Beast Lion, right? That requires a retail sale. That's why I recommend having an eBay store. If you can tolerate such a thing, it really works well into moving your stack around. Okay, guys, so that is the video. Let me know what you think. Am I crazy to be rotating my stack? Some beautiful stuff in here. But you'll see my brother-in-law's silver stack is coming in the mail shortly. You saw the gold stack already, and we'll have his silver stack show up shortly, and I'll show you what that looks like. We'll see what he collected and whether he was into the high premium or low premium silver. Okay, something like an eagle, premiums are super high. I'm inclined, you know, not the type 121s, but I'm inclined to dump the eagles. Just like I've dumped all my Libertads when they were super hot. You're not, you know, they'll be desirable, but anything short of a full meltdown, these premiums will come back down someday. So same concept applies. I'm really sorry to hear the U.S. Mint talking about shortages of silver planchets again, because you know what? The moment they said that, everybody raised their premiums. Because now we've got an excuse. These are just plain copper pennies, which I debated keeping at all. They're not wheatbacks, but copper has been on a tear, so I'm glad I kept all those pennies. I've got nickels as well. And we're not going to talk about those today, but anyway, let me know your thoughts. I hope you enjoyed the video. So whatever I said, about 2,700 ounces of silver, and we're going to work it. All right, guys, hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, okay?